Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Master English Hub, the place where learning English is, easy and fun. I'm Anna.
Hello, Anna, and a big hello to all our wonderful listeners. It is such a beautiful day to be here with you.
It really is, Michael. You look pretty thoughtful today. You've got a serious look on your face.
I am thoughtful. I'm feeling, very concerned today.
Oh, that's important. Why are you so concerned?
Well, this morning I was reading the news, and there was this story about a big storm, really far away.
That sounds serious. Was it very strong?
It was powerful. The wind was so strong, and the rain flooded so many streets. It just felt like a sign of something bigger,
I understand that completely. And actually, Michael, that is perfect for our topic today.
Oh, really? What's our topic?
Today, we are going to talk about the climate.
Wow, that is a big one, an important topic. Climate affects everyone.
Yes, it does. We'll talk about why climate matters, and we'll learn some new English words for weather and the environment.
I like it. We can talk about things like heat waves and sea levels.
Exactly. And we'll talk about how the climate really affects our day-to-day lives.
Excellent. But Anna, before we get into talking about the planet, before we really start the show.
Yes, Michael?
We just have a small favor to ask our friends listening at home.
We do. If you like our podcast, please just take a moment to subscribe to Master English Hub.
Yes, click that subscribe button. It really helps us make more episodes for you.
And hey, if you could, please give this video a like, a thumbs up.
And share it with your friends. Maybe your friends want to learn English too.
Thank you so much, everyone. We really, really appreciate it.
Okay, Anna, let's talk about the climate.
Let's do it. So, Michael, you said you read about a storm this morning.
Yeah, it happened in a country pretty far from here.
How did you feel before you read that news?
Honestly, I was already a little worried.
Worried? Why?
Oh, it's just the weather feels different now. Like the summers are hotter, we get these strange rains. Sometimes I just wonder what's happening to our planet.
I understand that completely. The world is changing.
It is. But after reading that article, I felt like I needed to learn more.
How did you feel then?
I felt aware, like I couldn't just ignore it anymore.
That is the first step. Awareness is so good for our future.
Future. That's an important word. It means what will happen tomorrow and next year, right?
Exactly. Just like we plan for our own personal goals, we need to think about the planet's future.
I agree. When I see a dry river or a burned forest on the news, I just feel sad.
Me too. There's a word for this feeling. It's called concern.
Concern. That's a strong word. What does it mean exactly?
It means you really truly care about something. You're not just ignoring it, You're actively paying attention.
Ah, I see. So when I read about melting ice and I get that uneasy feeling, that's concern.
Yes, exactly. You're not just scrolling past. You're stopping and you're thinking.
That brings up a good point. Plastic.
Oh, yes. Plastic bottles, bags, all the packaging. We use so much of it.
We really do. I try to get coffee in a paper cup, but then bam, it still has a plastic lid. It feels like everything has plastic.
Mine too. But we can change this. Climate action really starts with small choices.
Climate action. I like that phrase. It means doing something to help the planet.
Yes. Like when you go shopping, bring your own bag.
Keep it in your backpack.
Or in your pocket. Just don't take a plastic bag. Or bring a reusable water bottle.
That is good advice. My one bottle is better than 10 plastic ones.
It really is. It helps us reduce waste.
Reduce waste. Yeah, I like that. Less trash means cleaner oceans.
So, Michael, using a reusable bag is one action. What else can we do?
Oh, there are so many things. My favorite is probably recycling.
Recycling? Can you explain what that is for everyone?
Sure. So recycling is basically when you take old things like paper or bottles and you turn them into brand new things.
Is it difficult?
Not at all. You just need separate bins for, paper, plastic, glass.
Separate bins are so important. You don't want dirty pizza boxes in the paper bin.
No, definitely not. I always clean my jars before I recycle them, and I flatten all my cardboard boxes.
What else do you recycle?
Cans, soda cans, and old newspapers too.
That's great. You're helping save trees and energy.
Exactly. It makes me feel useful, like I did something good today.
I like recycling, but I think I prefer saving energy.
Saving energy. Of course. You are always turning off the lights.
I do. To me, saving energy is just the perfect habit.
Okay, tell us about your perfect energy-saving day.
Okay, so my perfect energy saving day. First thing, I always unplug my charger.
When your phone is full.
Yes, because chargers use power even when they're not really in use. Then I use natural light during the day.
Classic. And what about at night?
I use LED bulbs. They use way less electricity.
Very smart.
And I never leave the TV on when I'm not watching it.
That sounds wonderful, Anna. Saving energy, protecting the planet.
And lowering the electricity bill. That is the best part.
That's very practical. But Anna, what about air conditioning?
The AC? Yeah, that uses a lot of power.
I try to use fans instead. But yeah, the heat is part of climate change too.
True. If we use less energy, the planet gets less hot.
Hello, Mr. Thermostat. Please don't work so hard.
Exactly. So we have recycling and saving energy. What about transportation?
Transportation. This means how we move from place to place, right?
Yes, like using cars or buses or bicycles.
A car. Yeah, that uses gasoline.
Yes. Do you like taking the bus, Michael?
I want to like it, I really do, but sometimes it's just so slow. But you're right, buses are definitely better for the climate.
And the noise you hear, that honk honk or vroom vroom?
It's just traffic.
Or a delivery truck?
Maybe, but public transport is a good thing. Fewer cars means cleaner air.
Oh, clean air, that is so true. In big cities, the sky is often kind of gray.
Yeah, too much pollution. But with more buses and trains, the air gets cleaner. It's healthier for everyone.
That sounds hopeful. Maybe I'll take the bus if you come with me to make it fun.
I will make it fun, Anna. I promise.
Thank you, Michael. You know, another thing that's super helpful is eating less meat.
Eating less meat? You mean choosing more plants?
Yes. So many studies say that plant-based food is better for the climate.
That is great for the planet.
It is, and it's healthy. You can eat things like beans, lentils, vegetables.
I like lentils. The steam in the kitchen when you're cooking them, it feels very peaceful.
Yes, peace. That is a great word for climate action. You feel calm knowing you're helping out.
So we're talking about English. Can the climate actually help us learn English?
That is a very interesting question. And I think yes.
How?
Well, for one, you can practice new words.
Give me an example.
Okay, when you read the news, look for key words.
Okay, so I might see words like temperature or emissions. Oh, and renewable.
Exactly. And you can say the words out loud. Renewable energy comes from the sun or wind.
The earth is warming.
Carbon footprint is how much pollution you make.
Oh, that's a good exercise. You're learning real-world English.
Yes, and you can keep a journal.
A journal?
Yes, you could write just one sentence every day. Something simple like, today I recycled a bottle.
Tomorrow I will walk instead of drive.
This is great practice. It's meaningful because you actually care about the topic.
And you're not just memorizing words for a test.
True. Also, climate is a great topic for conversations.
You mean like talking with friends?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes small talk is just, how are you? Fine, you know?
That is true. But climate gives us something real to discuss.
And talking about weather changes, it's pretty easy to share ideas.
And you don't need to be an expert. You can just share what you care about.
Yes, for some people, that feels so much more honest. You talk and you listen.
It's definitely less small talk.
Exactly. I often have my best talks with friends when we're planning a community cleanup.
Or sharing tips for saving water.
Yes, or eating lentil soup together.
Anna, what if I live in a big city? What can I do?
That's a really good question. Not everyone has a garden.
Right. Some people live in apartments with, only concrete and traffic outside.
But even then, there's usually a community garden nearby. Or maybe you have a small balcony.
Or hey, even just a windowsill with a little plant on it.
Yes, even one plant is action. You can grow herbs.
You can watch it grow, green in the spring, strong in the summer.
Exactly. You don't need to change the world all by yourself. You just need to start.
And keep going.
Yes, take one step and then another.
It really builds hope. You know, Anna, I have a challenge for our listeners.
Ooh, a challenge. I like challenges. What is it?
All right, I want everyone to notice one climate fact this week.
Just one fact?
Yep. Read a short article, watch a 2-minute video, or talk to a friend and learn one new word or idea about the climate.
One idea? That's not hard at all.
It's easy, just one. Then practice your English. Say it out loud or write it down.
Yes, recycling helps. Plastic harms oceans. Solar power is clean. That is a wonderful challenge, Michael. I'm going to do it too.
Me too. I'll read a news story tomorrow.
Maybe I will write a sentence in my journal.
Ooh, nice. Use your best handwriting.
I will. Learning matters.
You know, talking about the climate makes me want to go out and act right now.
Me too. But we have to finish the podcast first.
You're right. But we can plan our next community action.
Yes, a team cleanup with gloves and no plastic.
We'll try.
You know, this was a really meaningful chat, Michael. I actually feel hopeful.
I'm glad, Anna. It's good to remember that we can make a difference. We're not helpless.
No, we're not. We are people, and people can change things.
We truly can. Well, I think that's all for today, Anna.
I think so too. We covered a lot. Awareness, recycling, saving energy.
And plant-based choices.
Yes, very important. We hope you all enjoy this episode about the climate.
And we hope it helps you feel more confident to talk about the environment in English.
Yes, learn and act.
And before you go, we have one last request.
Yes, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Master English Hub and share this episode with a friend. Maybe a friend you want to recycle with.
That is a great idea. Send it to them and say, hey, let's talk about the planet.
And please, please leave a comment below. We honestly love reading what you have to say.
Yes, we have a question for you.
What is one small thing you do for the climate?
Do you recycle, save energy, or maybe walk instead of drive?
Tell us in the comments. In English.
Yes, in English. Don't worry about mistakes. Just try.
We can't wait to read your ideas.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone.
Thank you. Have a thoughtful and green week.
See you next time. Bye.
Goodbye. Take care of our planet.